Boom. What's up, you guys? It's Royce Jacob, and welcome back to Waves Capital. President Trump has just officially called for a crypto strategic reserve for the United States. And obviously, this news is sending the crypto markets, and Bitcoin primarily, flying higher. With this in mind, I think it's pretty much inevitable that Bitcoin and many other cryptocurrencies see their next wave to new all-time highs. And I think Bitcoin miners will follow. As you can see here in my final newsletter of February, I called for a miner march on the horizon, and I think we're going to be getting exactly that as soon as the markets open tomorrow. And if you may be watching this later in the week, then I'm sure you can confirm that was the case. But I'm really excited for what's in store for Waves Capital. It was a pivotal February and really a historic month of gains, life-changing profits at Waves Cap. And thankfully, Bitcoin miners, Riot Mara primarily, were our largest call options positions in the Waves Cap portfolio as we closed out the month of February. Couldn't be more pumped about those, holding the number one spot. And I'm just really excited for what's to come. It was going to be difficult to top the last month's profits and gains, but with Bitcoin leading this charge higher, with Trump just announcing this news, this guy, I think we could be in for more gains like February and like January in the month ahead. So 2025 looking hot. If you guys want to join the trading team, if you want a full breakdown of my personal portfolio that I update every single trading day, all the trade alerts through email newsletters, and of course my other like price targets newsletters that I send out every single day. They look just like this. It's the first link in the description of the video. My complete portfolio, daily trade alerts, email newsletters. It's $15 a month. You get everything that this box here entails. $40 for every 3 months. Completely up to you. Try it free. The reason I offer free trials is because I'm so confident in the product I provide. And as always, if you are an existing member of Waves Capital, it would mean a lot, especially after the past couple of months, if you shared just your experience. It can be good or bad, but I mean, I trust that pretty much all of you have had a good experience at Waves Cap, and it would mean a lot if you share your experience in the comments for prospective members. So again, if you want to join the trading team, the winning team, it's the first link in the description of this video. We look forward to having you. If not, I appreciate you watching this now. Let's take a look at this news. Okay, so Trump reveals U.S. crypto reserve price bombshell, sending XRP, Solana, Cardano, and of course Bitcoin soaring. So after we read over this, we aren't going to read the whole thing because I don't think it's necessary. You guys can go really do a deep dive on this for yourself if you'd like to. But after this, we're going to take a look at Bitcoin. I want to talk technicals. I want to talk about what just happened, why this break right here is so important. The volume we're seeing is great, and I'll just keep harping on that once we get there. All right, so Bitcoin, major cryptocurrencies, rocketed higher after Donald Trump revealed plans to create a U.S.-focused crypto reserve. I do not want ground beef above my head. The Bitcoin price shot toward $90,000 per BTC following Trump's post, despite not being named, is being included in the planned U.S. crypto reserve. Ripple's XRP and Ethereum rival Solana and Cardano, all regarded as U.S.-made cryptocurrencies, each rose between 20 and 50%. Crazy. Okay, a U.S. crypto reserve will elevate this critical industry after years of corrupt attacks by the Biden administration, which is why my executive order on digital assets directed the presidential working group to move forward on a crypto strategic reserve that includes XRP, Sol, and ADA. Trump posted to his True Social account referring to Ripple's XRP, Solana, and Cardano without mentioning Bitcoin. If you're not, there's going to be Bitcoin in there. I feel like that's inevitable. He was just naming U.S. crypto companies. I will make sure the U.S. is the crypto capital of the world. We are making America great again. The Bitcoin price and wider crypto market, including Ripple's XRP, Solana, and Cardano, all surged following Trump's election victory in November, climbing as traders bet he would follow through on his campaign promises to roll back Biden-era regulatory crackdowns on crypto markets and companies. Okay, so if you're holding XRP, Sol, or ADA, congrats to you. Personally, I'm holding Solana, but I haven't held a Ripple or Cardano since like 2018, to be honest. So Sol, looking good. We're stoked to have that in the Waves portfolio. But really what I'm excited about is the call options we have on Bitcoin miners once again. And I really do think that March is going to be the month for miners. So with that in mind, I will, right after I record this, literally right after, I'm going to jump into Riot and Mara on the charts, along with some other names that I think could really flourish with this news in mind, in our weekly members exclusive YouTube video that I call Waves Plays. So that's $5 a month. Hit the join button below this video if you want to become a member of the Waves YouTube channel. And, if you want those weekly Waves Plays videos where we cover many names within the Waves portfolio, that should kick it off to a very, very hot start in the month of March. I'm super pumped for the week ahead. Okay, so Bitcoin. Salutes President Trump. Let's get rid of these because this was just an aesthetic thing. Zooming out here, you can see Bitcoin. I called for this in a recent Trading View post, actually, that we would play out this inverse head and shoulders pattern. We blew that straight out of the water in the wake of this news. So let's zoom out here and get a little more macro, all right? Zooming out, you can see here that Bitcoin, unsurprisingly, perfectly tested the line. See, you guys, this is why we draw lines of conservative resistance and absolute resistance on our charts. Again, have that Trader Tips video. That's also a members exclusive video. Trader Tips video discussing absolute and conservative trend lines. This is how I always draw trend lines and how I trade my personal portfolio based on these absolute and conservative trend lines. But you can see here, Bitcoin perfectly tested my line of conservative long-term resistance on the descending channel that's been in place since its previous all-time high in January of this year. And with this news, as I alluded to earlier, it's pretty much inevitable. Like, this is so bullish. We've all known that Bitcoin, like, I don't want to say we've all known that because there is fear and the markets have been a little skittish and the macroeconomic backdrop is a little sketchy, definitely for equities. But as I've been saying in the newsletters, you guys, like, the macroeconomic backdrop, although sketchy, like jobs numbers, sticky inflation, stubborn Fed, there are a lot of factors that are leading to a pretty poor backdrop for stocks. But Bitcoin, being gold 2.0, being the chaos hedge that it's proven to be in the past, being somewhat of a risk-on safe haven, although those are contradictory, like that's kind of what it is. It's a risk-on asset and a safe haven asset at the same time if you actually understand what Bitcoin is and what its value propositions are. This is just super bullish. I think that's the next wave to new, whether we get to the high hundreds or mid 200s. I think 250K is pretty. If you look at like Tom Lee and some of the other big talking heads in the space, like 250, 280, they're calling for like mid to high twos. I don't know how high we go. I'm not even going to speculate on that because it's completely dependent upon how excited people get and how hyped up this thing gets, because that's ultimately what drives Bitcoin, to be honest. It's a great asset. It has a lot of tangible value, and it's widely regarded as all the things I just listed as. So it does have intrinsic value. But as far as price, it's all about how many people are going to buy it. That's the reality of Bitcoin. That's the reality of most stocks and assets. It's not about how good it is. It's about how many people are going to buy it and how excited about this asset are people at the moment. And this news is, again, objectively exciting news. This is going to get people riled up. And I think that's, for the third time, Bitcoin's going to do all-time highs. So I think a breakout of this line of shorter-term resistance is pretty much inevitable. I think from there, my next price target is going to be, and I wouldn't be surprised to see this by Monday, Tuesday, to be completely honest. My next price target from there is going to be this line of conservative long-term resistance on this like kind of descending channel, megaphone-ish pattern. And that would result in, like 104.7 to, we'll just call it like 105K. And I do think we see that, and just given how excited, like this news is going to spread like wildfire. I wouldn't be surprised to see, a 104 to 105K within the next 2 to 3 days, maybe even by tomorrow if things keep really heating up. And then from there, my final target before the breakout to those new all-time, I guess this would take us to new all-time highs technically, but before we really break out and start seeing that maybe potentially next parabolic wave to those, high hundreds, low twos plus, is going to be this line of absolute long-term resistance on this megaphone channel. That's around, if we were to hit it tomorrow or within the week ahead, I should say, it would be around $111,000. So at this point, I can pretty safely say if we see, 113, 114, we close a daily candle above it, that would constitute a macro breakout that would also result in new all-time highs, which just excite people in general. And that would likely lead to some really, really, really exciting price action. Okay, U.S. is involved. Thanks, President Trump. Thank you, Bitcoin. All hail the king. And I'm excited to see what the options portfolio Waves Capital can do in the week ahead. Again, if you want to trade with us, if you want my daily newsletters, daily price targets, daily trade alerts, it's the first link in the description of the video. Let's keep these waves coming in, team. I appreciate you watching. I'll talk to you in the comments downstairs. And until next time, always remember, take action, make waves. Peace.